Hey y'all, it's Jessie Ritter. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Stories and Songs series. Today I am sharing with you one of my favorite songs off of the Little Town in America record, and I think one that has become one of your favorites as well. I've been playing this at a lot of shows recently, and this is always the song that you guys come up and talk to me about afterwards, so I want to dive a little bit deeper into it with you today. I wrote this with my friends Mark Addison Chandler and Davis Corley, and we wrote this for my stepdad. I went into the write and we wrote it just before Christmas. So I was about to go home again and see my mom and my stepdad, and we were just talking about our families and who we were going to go visit over the holidays. And I started telling them my story and how my stepdad found his way into our lives and how beautiful it has become. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory on this one. My dad had cancer for a long time. He passed away when I was 12. And it was a few years after that, but eventually my mom decided to go on a lunch date. And at the time, I was very, very, very angry about it. But also I was a teenager, so I was angry about a lot of things at the time. And I didn't know it then, but that lunch date would turn into this long, beautiful marriage. And my stepdad has been such a blessing in my life and all of our lives, my mom and my sister. And he's just been this kind of quiet, supportive presence through all these years. And somebody who I just always know is going to be there when I need him, no matter what. And I know I can call him anytime with any problem or concern or desire, and he will inevitably find a way to make it happen. And it's just been awesome. And he's never tried to be my dad, but he's just filled this new space in our life so beautifully. And I think, especially after hearing you guys talk about it at the shows, it resonates with a lot of stepkids, but I think it especially resonates with a lot of step parents. And I hope, especially for people like me who maybe had a hard time accepting a new person into the family initially, that this song can, after some time, maybe put words to that message, that it's hard at the beginning, but man, can it turn into something beautiful. And I hope that's how your story ends too. Guys, thank you for hanging out for the Stories and Song series. My name's Jessie Ritter. This is Mama's Man. I remember when he was no more than a stranger. Answering the front door, I felt fear and I felt anger. But Mama put her makeup on, even wore her heels. She set 4 plates on the table like she hadn't done in years. And I was still too young to see the way he made her happy. Coming from the city, well, he was nothing like my daddy. He was strange and he was different. I didn't get his jokes. Never would have dreamed he'd be the man I'm proud to know. But he's humble and he's unassuming, patient like there's nothing to it, thankful and content to treat us like his friends. He's comfortable in his own shoes, loves with nothing else to prove. He's living proof that heaven has a plan. I thank God for Mama's man. And he don't try to take the place of the man that she loved first. And he don't expect his name on a gravestone next to hers. But by now he knows our stories, 'cause he listens and he cares. The way he laughs along, you'd never know he wasn't there. As he's humble and he's unassuming, patient like there's nothing to it, thankful and content to treat us like his friends. He's comfortable in his own shoes, loves with nothing else to prove. He's living proof that heaven has a plan. I thank God for Mama's man. I thank God. 'Cause he's humble and he's unassuming, patient like there's nothing to it, thankful and content to treat us like his friends. He's comfortable in his own shoes, loves with nothing else to prove. He's living proof that heaven has a plan. And even when it's hard to understand, I thank God for Mama's man.